She fluent in that cash talk. Walk in the booth like Naomi on the catwalk. And tell them bitches whoop whoop from the Jaguar. It ain't even right though. Push me and I might go. She ain't getting money. I'm like, what the fuck the hype for? When them bitches bite flow, make my appetite go. Poof, gone. Voila, magic. Looking mad good just to pull up on them rampant.
Welcome back to another episode of Unhinged Immoral. I'm your host, Jamila.
And I'm your host, Mecca.
Today we have a very, very special guest. I know we say that every time, but this is just so special. We have another member of the All Deaf Digital Squad. We're really collecting them like infinity stones around these parts.
Really?
Actress, writer, producer, host, comedian.
Where did you find this stuff?
All over the internet. We have Meg Scoop.
Woo! Thank you. That was such a beautiful intro.
Thank you.
I really do be judging shows by the intro. And I will just say, every time I look at y'all's intro, y'all are like for real journalists. Y'all be doing your work.
Thank you.
So I can appreciate that.
Well,
we have to give people their flowers. Plus, I feel like this is such a male-dominated space, so we have to have a girly on the couch.
It is. Yes, vaginas. Woo.
Woo! Coochie.
We're
you
gonna
don't
get
have to be a girl to have a coochie. We are PC.
Yeah. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I will say this was homecoming this past weekend, so like
For sure.
I sound like Marvin, but it's me.
So you was having a time.
I was having, but here's the thing. So I don't even really drink anymore, and so I didn't drink at all. But like the bounce back is still
Just
happening.
walking around for homecoming is enough.
Girl, I was like, yo, how did I do this at 20? Because now, 20 years later, for me,
It's crazy.
it's probably gonna take me another week.
Yeah.
My voice
You'll be
ain't came back
recovering
yet. Like,
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm sleepy.
Yeah,
But
it's a
homecoming
lot.
was fun though.
Okay, period. So we're gonna get into some things. First off, we definitely have to ask, how did you get into the space of All Deaf Digital? Because that was like a thing. That was a thing for my era specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was like 2016. So let me back up. I moved to LA 2012. And I was doing I had just left from producing a syndicated radio show. And I wanted to do more in front of the camera, on camera, hosting, that kind of stuff. So I moved to LA from Dallas. And I started off like hosting shows for free. I mean, I had like 4 or 5 jobs, like hustling.
That's
really how it be.
That's how it is,
does.
right? You want to make your dreams happen. You gotta work. So I was hosting shows, doing red carpets. I was doing a lot of working at a restaurant, working at the gym, making shakes, like protein shakes, everything. And then I saw this audition for All Deaf. They had a daily show called The Drop, and they were looking for hosts. So I was actually, let me back up. It was a new show, and they needed hosts. So I came in and auditioned. Next thing you know, they said, oh, we're not doing this show anymore, sorry. So I was like, ugh. When I went in there, I just knew, like, this is where I need to be. So then I just kept doing what I was doing, all my 5 jobs. And then I saw another audition come up, and I was like, oh, this is it. This is it for All Deaf. This is it. So I go in there, and they're just like improv. They just like, here's a story. Like I think they gave me bullet points, and I had to like, deliver it because it was for The Drop. They were looking for 2 new hosts. And so I had to like deliver the news as though I was on camera. They just put this in front of my face. Then I had to do some banter back and forth with some people. And when I walked out of there, I was like, oh, this is my job. And I just went home and I was like, I'll just wait for the call. It was like that level of confidence that I hadn't had with like any of the other auditions I'd been on. But I just knew in my spirit, I was like, this is it. And sure enough, I got a call and it was like, hey, we'd love to have you as one of the hosts. So I came in, and then it was Tahir Moore was the other host, and it was just us. And that's how we got started.
And the rest was history.
I didn't think I was going to be here this long, but I'm glad, because the thing about it is, like, in this space, in Hollywood especially, like, nobody stays in one place too long. You have to keep going, reinventing yourself, or else you just
fizzle out.
Yeah. And I will say nothing that you do is ever wasted, because back in my like former life, when I used to live in Atlanta, like, I don't know, like 20 years ago, I was a financial consultant. So I know my Excel, I know my money, I know my all that. And what's crazy is what has kept me at All Deaf wasn't the talent and wasn't my producing. It was all of it put together, all of the stuff that I came with. I'm now the head of production.
Hello.
Ooh.
But you can't do that if you don't have a financial background. So to find talent that also produces, because I did that at radio, and also understands the numbers and budgets,
Yeah.
that's like the ideal head of production because they know all the different departments.
For sure.
And so the way that God just set it up, and it was like, hey, we need head of production, or I think it was like, we need a producer. Can you produce the show you're on? For sure. Then it was like, can you produce other people's show? For sure. And then it was, well, can you be the head of production?
I can do it all. The answer is yes.
And so it was just, everything was just lined up. So I think sometimes when people are working somewhere and they're like, man, you know, this has nothing to do. Maybe it's your Amazon job. It's like, I want to be a singer or whatever. Everything builds on itself. I don't know how, but you'll look back and you'll go, oh, I met this person at that place that helped me to get to here. It's always a line. It's always a link. So nothing is wasted. No career, nothing.
I don't think that either.
I was going to say, I'm a firm believer in that. Like, every little place, every place I've ever worked, been to, I'm like, I'm gonna use this in some kind of way. I don't know how, but I'm gonna pick somebody up or something up from this place and just add it to my collection.
Always.
Period.
And I've had 11 jobs because I will quit a job. And I try and think of how am I used, but you really are, even down to like a joke I often make is like, if you grew up in church and you had to speak in front of church, like I'm actively using those skills. And mind you, I never wanted to do that shit.
Yes,
I'm gonna be like, you're gonna do the Easter program. It's not a choice.
Yes, look how that Easter program paid off.
See, now the mic, it's in my hand. I'm not holding it anymore. I literally have pictures of me like, and I love God.
Yeah, you gonna get in the mud and do it. And I feel like also being a woman. We're gonna make this episode about being a woman. Oh, the joys of womanhood.
Oh, I'm sorry. How y'all be doing like this now? I did that and I was like, I feel like my fingers don't look right. Is it?
No, it's the
middle one now. What is this one then? I something to do this.
That's what the boys do. That they just.
Oh, the boys. So I gotta do the girl version.
This is how it's really done.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, okay.
You know
when niggas hijack,
they just start doing extra
do it
stuff.
wrong. That's what's happened.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks for clearing me up.
For sure. Being a girl in entertainment.
Yeah. You got to be careful. Because let me tell you, I've always worked with men in...
They're everywhere.
Right.
Good gosh.
Right. Probably for most of my career has been... I've worked for a man of some sort. And I will say, most of them will try you. And when I say try you, it's not necessarily the overt...
They don't even think they try you.
Right. It's not like, oh, come here, girl. It ain't like that. But it might be a little, hand on the small of your back. Or like... like, hey, come in my office. Or the conversation might start to get a little off the unprofessional track. And what I've noticed is as soon as you feel that, like you always feel it, like,
you always know.
You always know. You have to immediately
shut that shit down.
Exactly. But you don't want to do it in a way that hurts ego.
Because once you hurt their egos, now they're spiteful. Now you can't work. Now,
and so, you don't.
I'm good at my job.
Right. And I feel like I haven't had to hurt an ego until it got to the overt, come to my house. No, and at that point, that girl, Hollywood, at that point, it's like, okay, I don't need this job because as a woman, your reputation follows you everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere. And that's the one thing I will pride myself on is you ain't going to hear nothing about me in the streets. And if you do, it's a lie. And I know it hand on the Bible because I've explicitly worked hard in my career to make sure you know me for my work. Yeah. You know that I come in here, I know how to push these buttons, I know how to produce this stuff, I know all the stuff, right? And if you don't have me on your team, you're going to fail. I want you to feel that. So don't come, you don't come at me and say, oh, she slept her way here. Oh, no, baby.
Yeah.
And listen, the cat is fat and talks back, but you don't know. It's not your business.
That part.
That's the one thing I would say. Listen, that part. Talk back. Going to a very small conservative HBCU, we talk about this all the time. The talk that the administrators gave us when we went to college is not the talk they give the girls now.
They said, ladies,
very different.
Close those
legs.
Wait,
what do you mean?
Oh, they gave.
They don't say that now?
It's I think because post Me Too, they kind of reeled back because we got the talk of course, and it gets dark, but a lady's most vulnerable state is freshman year of college.
Yeah.
The sexual assault numbers are really high freshman year, so they were trying to give us a talk about that, beware, but it kind of gave, and don't you be out there.
Yes.
Because making it happen. Because with them little things and just walk around fast.
Yes.
That energy.
Okay.
And it was like, ladies, you better close them legs and do all these things. And that's why you got a curfew. Because you don't need to be out that damn late. And so we're sitting there like,
Okay.
Wait, and they didn't give the boys the talk, did they?
I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what because they
split
split us
didn't
up.
seem like it.
They split us up, so I don't know. I said,
Okay,
well,
okay.
We weren't even allowed to have boys in the dorm. Like that's how conservative it was. And then past that, I think once you get into like the politics of like a space like that, something I was always aware of is keeping up with my good girl, Fat Mama. You can't say I fucked anyone at Hampton. Now on that Navy ship, yes, I was getting caught up. I was getting caught up so bad. I was like, I'm gonna do it over here. I ain't gonna do it over here. But I was like, it just made me aware of like the things that I have to worry about. Now I'm taken back to that space of like, okay, so even if I think that boy is cute, like we can do a little, you know, but I'm not gonna ever do that.
Yeah. It's because the thing about it is you don't want anyone to undermine your work, right?
Never.
Like those are two separate things.
Yes.
What I do with you in the bedroom should not affect what I do at work. However, when you're a woman and this is a patriarchal society and you're at the mercy of men, right? You have to play the game to the point where you can't judge me on that.
right.
Yeah.
So once you try me, like, once you try, I'm be like, you know, and then the work speaks for itself. Because then it's like, okay, well, there's plenty of girls I can smash, but then there's not that many people that I can have on my team that can do this legit and do it the right way. So I'd rather use you for this since I know you could do it. I'll go smash one of the other chicks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you aware of like, or not aware, or you for yourself, of like, do you care about coming off as bitchy? Or, you know, like when we talk about men and their ego in this space, it's like if you go too hard on the I'm not fucking, then it's like she's a stick in the mud. Like,
Yeah. Like it's so earlier in my career I was. Now I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I don't need that. But earlier in my career I was because I wasn't confident in my own skills. I wasn't confident in what I brought to the table. And I didn't have enough faith in where God was taking me. I always, you know, because there's people that are like, well, he's got this job that I want, or he's got this wonderful position, or it pays a lot of money and I'm struggling. You know, and so you may contemplate it, or you might feel like, ooh, I don't know. But then like now I know God, I network with him, he know everybody. Like I don't need you for that. And so I've learned to kind of like the art of matching energy, right? Like I don't have to, if you come at me hard, then I have to come back at you hard and then deal with the consequences of that. And usually I'm still gonna be okay because I did the right thing, right? But if it's a matter of like, okay, he didn't come at me all like sideways and like, come here, you know, like grab me. If he didn't do that, and it was just like, okay, I can see where this is going, the hand on my back, the, you know, the little looks, the little, come on, sit, you know, I can feel it. I can feel it coming, and I don't want it to go that way. Then I subtly move out the way as well. I subtly make myself
keep it
scarce. Exactly. So just, I say match the energy. And if somebody's mad and is like, oh, Megan, I don't like her. She thinks she all that. She's a boss, whatever. She's bossy, whatever. Fine.
It is.
Fine.
What can they say?
Okay, and thank you.
Right.
Do you want this done or not? Do you want your work
You feel
taken
me?
care of or not, right?
Exactly.
I'm the one that's tattooed on his arm. There's a reason for that.
I literally made a video, a little skit about that when I was saying whenever I enter a lot of spaces, I have to work with a lot of men.
Yeah.
I kind of like overbro it, like just so you don't even.
I saw that girl. I was cracking up.
Like, what's happening? Like, yeah, we can do that. I'd be so like, yeah, that's cool. We can chop it up with you later. Like,
Yeah.
So you don't even think that this is gonna like, and I feel like that. Funny enough, it doesn't always work anyway. But
Yeah, girl.
that's like that's my first line of defense. Let me just let you know I'm not even. I be trying to sit like this and shit. Like, let me not even put an arch.
Face in the world.
Let me not even
your pussy, your legs is open.
Girl.
I'm trying to like. Let me not put an arch in my back when I sit. Let me just.
Girl, some of them do not even
They
care,
don't
okay?
give a damn. Like, you niggas are ruthless. Y'all will take anything.
Don't care.
You scare me.
Does
They don't
being
care.
married like derail niggas? Not that it.
Not really.
Them niggas
I
don't.
mean, because again, they still try you because they want to see
Yes.
what type of chick are you.
Yeah.
Are you the type that's like married but like still do a little something on the side, or are you like, nah, I don't play those games? So
Black women don't cheat though.
there we go.
And that's the real.
That's the real.
There we go.
Meg is Blasian. Blasian women don't cheat either.
Show don't.
Exactly. Child. Okay. So let's talk about motherhood.
Yes.
The joy of motherhood. So I remember when you was pregnant because you was still on that set.
Wait, which pregnancy? The first one or the second
I
one?
believe it was probably the first one.
Probably the first.
Wait, so
Okay,
how
yeah.
many kids do you have?
2.
Okay, per.
Yep. 7 and 3.
Yiddles.
How was that for you, maneuvering in space, coming into motherhood through the pregnancy and then now the motherhood?
So it was, okay, so back then it was really funny because at All Deaf, I'm like the sister / mom. Like it's always me and the guys. And so now when I got pregnant, it was like Megan's like the mom. She's really a mom now. Like she about to, so it was weird navigating because all of my brothers are so like immature and dumb. They're like, yo, you got a penis in your body. You're like walking around with a penis inside your stomach.
Like just goofy.
I was like, oh my gosh, like you guys are such like fifth graders. And so like just coming up with those being my colleagues and that being my experience, it was really funny, right? And then having me also being an overachiever, I was like, I read all the books, I did all the things. And then that baby came and I was like, nothing prepared me for this. I have reached the end of the internet. You know how many times I done went to the next page on it? How many people do that on Google, right? You just go to the first page on Google and that's it when you're searching for something. Child, I done went to the next page,
There's nothing left, Meg.
Child, that's how much research I have done to make sure I was prepared for motherhood. Nothing prepared me. Nothing. And it's beautiful and like scary at the same time because now it's like, oh, I'm responsible for this little person, but like I feel like a teenager. Like even now, child, I'd be like, I am a teenage mother.
Yes.
Yeah. Why did the Lord give me these?
Like,
children?
are y'all sure?
Like, I feel like that on a daily.
Yeah.
And I've been a mom for 7 years, and I still be like, man, I don't know why I've been entrusted with this because I am a teenager myself.
It's so freaky. It's so weird. Do you feel like your pregnancy and delivery journey was a positive experience overall, or do you feel like you had the scary I'm a Black woman in this medical space experience?
So the first time I was pregnant, I chose a doula. At the time, I still lived in Los Angeles, and my husband, he was going back and forth between Miami and LA, so I was like, I might deliver when he's not here. I need help. I have no family here. So I got a doula, and I will say she taught me so much about just the medical industry in regards to maternal health because I think when I actually went into labor, she was walking me in, my husband was with us, she was walking me in, and she started telling them like, she's this is her birth plan, she doesn't want that, blah, blah, blah. And they were just like, okay. And I saw like the behind the scenes of how much the hospital really worries about their liability over your safety and your health and your preferences. They're gonna choose themselves every time. And you hear that, but like I saw them, they were just like, they told my husband he couldn't film. Like, this is the birth of our first child. Like, what do you mean we can't film? Because they worried about their liability. They didn't want to be caught on camera doing something they weren't supposed to be doing, right? And then we can sue them. And then like, I busted all the blood vessels in my eyes. So I looked like, I didn't know how to push right. And they kept saying, just push with your butt, honey. And I was like, I am. And they were like, don't push with your face. And I was like, what do you mean? When you poop, you don't do this unless you're constipated, right? No, like you just push. And in the heat of it, I just didn't get it. I was just like, okay, whatever. And doing that, I literally, like, there was no wipes. It was all bloodshot.
Oh, my goodness.
But, like, even in that, you know, when I was talking to different doctors that would come in and see me, I'd be like, hey, what do I do? And they'd be like, ooh, yeah, you'll be all right. And then they'd move on, and I'm like, there's no drops.
So does it just disperse? How does one fix the blood?
It just, you have to wait. It's like 2 weeks later, then it was gone. It just like it heals. So I was looking like a zombie for like.
So stressful.
For that to happen right after
Where's
birth
the lady who adds the things with pregnancy on TikTok?
Right.
Bust blood vessels, red shot eyes for 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
And then, you know, and I can just see how they were moving in the hospital, how it is so easy to overlook Black women in their pain, right? Thank God I didn't have any issues, and I had a doula who advocated for me because I didn't know any of this stuff.
I
didn't know
to my fellow doulas.
See y'all are amazing. By the way, this girl in my church, you was her doula. I was talking to her, and I saw a picture. I was like, wait, that's Jamila. Jamila is delivering babies.
She's really a doula.
She's really a doula, y'all.
Really a doula.
That is so like such a small world. But it's
hospital.
important because like I didn't know, you know, I thought like the doctors will do all this standard stuff, like give your baby certain shots, put certain things in their eyes, you know, they'll take them away from you, wash them out, like all these things I didn't know that.
And it happens very fast.
Very fast. So if you don't know or if you don't have anyone advocating for you, then all of the things that you wanted to do with your baby is not going to happen. Because for them, we got to get it in and get out.
Yeah.
We don't even want to wait till this blood stops pumping through the cord before we cut it. We got another room to go to.
Crazy.
I don't care.
Yeah.
This is my baby. Y'all gonna wait. Y'all gonna wait these 2 minutes and let this blood finish pumping, and then we can cut it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's important. I think I honestly feel like doulas should be a part of like insurance. Insurance should cover doulas.
Yeah, and it's a listen. I was gonna say it was a work in progress before this administration. It was.
Yeah.
And there's so many cuts and crazy things going on. There's a lot of doulas who are trying to like advocate for that because it's a really, when you really learn the ins and outs, it's like, oh, this is actually really messed up.
Yeah.
Even with a lot of the abortion bans, it actually really like negatively affects the maternal ward as well. So many doctors are leaving, hospitals are closing. It's like a whole crazy thing. So that's definitely stuff that a lot of us doulas are really trying to like implement. I really think that everybody should have a doula. Like that should be like standard care.
Sure.
Because the nurses simply are not in your room the entire time you're laboring.
And they're busy, and they shout out to nurses.
Like, how you doing? All right.
Right, but they have a bunch of patients, so it's like they can't focus on you. And I get that, and that's how a lot of people slip through the cracks, and how they go home, and next thing you know, you got post-eclampsia, and you about to die. That happened to one of my clients. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's so easy how that happens when you don't have people that are focused on your care, and also people who historically don't look at your skin and go, "Oh, you need help."
Who quite literally think that you can handle more pain.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally.
Like, okay, I know I can handle pain, but not that much.
But not that.
Not pre-eclampsia, post-eclampsia, none of that stuff. No, I can't handle
that. Tattoos, no
literally.
Advil. Like,
and I'll be telling my clients, listen, you tell them it hurts.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to fake the funk and seem like strong, like, oh, it's cool. Tell them that it hurts because they're going to be like, she cool. She's all right. And they're not going to take it seriously.
Yeah. And then, like, so my first experience was a lot better because I had a doula. The second time I moved here, I didn't have a doula because I felt more like I understood I had the power to tell the nurses, no, I don't want that. Yes, I want this, whatever, right? And so my baby came so fast. Well, both of them came fast, but the second one was like 3 pushes out, just shot out. And so that experience was like a little, I wasn't happy about it because I chose this place because they had these like birthing pools, right? And I called them ahead of time. I was like, I'm a fast birther. I'm about to come in there. Y'all go ahead and fill the pool up. I got there. Pool wasn't filled. I got there. They couldn't find no type of veins.
They never can find that vein.
And I'm over here laboring. I'm like, you know what? Just forget it.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Just forget it.
You finna miss it.
Right. And I was like, y'all got the JV squad on tonight? Like, what's going on, nurses? And then, like, I remember telling them, like, it's time to push. I was like running it, basically. I was telling them, and I was hoping it was right. My instincts were right. But like, I was telling them, move me to the labor and delivery room now. And they were like, oh, okay, yeah. And then I got there and I didn't want to lay on my back and push. But in a hospital setting, they want you to do that because that's just easier for them, less liability for them, but it's worse for you, right? Yeah. So I'm sitting here like, no, I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push on all fours. Like, I was just
move,
right? This baby's literally about to come out. I was about to go all fours. They were like, okay, can you just face the front of the bed and we'll put it like an L and then hold on like that, just like on your knees. Like, I was like, whatever, hurry up. So then, like,
you were on the bed.
I was on the
like
bed.
This.
So at first I was facing the first push. I was like on all fours, but facing the foot of the bed.
Okay.
And they were scared because I could roll off. They was like, please. They were so scared. So they were like, turn around, and then they put the back of the bed up, and I put my hands on top. Yeah. Was on my knees, basically leaned forward like this. And clearly they had never caught a baby like that because everybody. It was like 7 nurses in there, and I swear they was like, we ain't never seen this. And so and so like. So I pushed literally 2 pushes after that, and my daughter was out, and like you could just see they were like, okay, wait, because then I'm like sitting there. Now I got a baby back behind me with like the cord
dangling out.
So like, and the placenta ain't came out yet. So then I'm just standing there like this. My husband's like hugging me. We're just having a moment. I ain't even seen my baby yet. Like I haven't seen her, and I'm just like standing there, and they're like, okay, because I could see them looking like, okay, now how are we gonna get this? How we gonna move her? So like, okay, lift your leg and turn. Oh, wait, hold on. Turn your leg. So I had to like turn like basically over my cord and then sit on my butt and then push the placenta out. But like that situation, it was like if I didn't feel empowered, if I didn't know, if I didn't trust myself, and it would have just turned out different because them nurses, God bless them, they were great, but I could tell they were new and
they're not
you
used to all
3 years
that.
ago? Then was
3
the
years ago.
The COVID nurses.
See, the COVID nurses.
No, now the reason I know this because I have a really good friend who actually graduated like right when COVID happened, and because of the way the nurses were leaving that mass exodus, they were running them girls. So all them girls and boys who graduated during COVID time, they just got rushed in there, and they didn't have to do a lot of things that they usually have to do.
Right.
Which is like, you see the effects of it in situations like this.
Yeah.
I just remember I'd be talking to her. She's like, yeah, I'm about to da-da-da-da. Girl, you said last year you would have 2 more years.
Like, you already ready?
What the hell are you?
You already working surgery? Like,
What you mean? You
Yeah,
operate?
and on some real shit, I think the effects of COVID, in so many different ways, we're seeing the effects of COVID. But for like the next 2 decades, we're gonna see the effects of COVID
sure.
in every sector of life.
I know they're doing some documentaries, gathering some evidence right now. I already know they are.
See, and I was a little upset about that, and they had like, I didn't want to watch my baby. They took her from me real fast and like wiped her down. I was like, no, but it was too late at that point. And so there was just a lot of like parts that I like. If I could go back, I would have been like, okay, husband, you'd be on this, mom, you'd be on this,
right?
Just because that experience wasn't what I wanted it to be. But shout out to nurses because they do have a rough job. You know, shout out to them. No shade to them, but like. Just the birthing experience, I think, as a whole, as for Black women, I really would say, number one, get a doula. Doulas are important. And, have a midwife deliver you.
Yes.
And now with midwives, that's no drugs?
No, they're nurses
just,
that are like specifically, not they don't even have to be a nurse, but their job is delivering babies. That's all they do.
That's their main, I think they actually do have to be a nurse. You have to be a nurse first, and then you have to go to midwifery school.
Oh, I feel like in LA, they just, it was some midwives, that's all they did.
I'm just
they might have been nurses though.
LA. Girl, come here, I'm gonna,
but they knew what they was doing, but.
Deliver your baby.
But like, no, seriously, a nurse midwife. In LA, I had a nurse midwife deliver me, and I had my doula, and that was like the most beautiful experience.
Okay, so like, it just sounds like you should, if you can afford all the things, you should get all the things.
Yeah,
you should.
Midwives are usually in hospitals. Like, so the thing is, most maternal wings now are moving towards midwives delivering more than OBs, and this is no shade to my OBs. Love y'all down. They are just not trained. Same as a lot of nurses, they're not trained to be with you for your labor. Yeah. And so in their mind, the way that medical staff is trained, specifically doctors, is there's an issue, we need to fix it and treat it, and that's it. Not, this is something that's naturally occurring, how can we assist and allow this to happen? That's what midwives are trained to do. So sometimes when OBs are doing a lot of the deliveries, the vaginal delivery specifically, they kind of come in and they're immediately like, let's fix this, let's change this, let's do this, let's add this. And it's like, well, hold on.
Right. Right.
I just got here. Let's just calm down, and that's just kind of how it goes. So, yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I didn't even know this. So when I first came into the hospital with my doula, the resident doctor came in and she said to him, "Are you a resident?" And he was like, "Yes." She was like, "You can go. We'll just have the midwife." And he was like, "All right, cool," and left. And I was like, "Wait, what? You just told the doctor to leave?" And she was like, "Well, he's not leaving the hospital. He was just like, basically, we don't need you. Unless there's an issue, we don't need you." And I just was like, I didn't know you could do that. And she was like, yeah, because if you think about it, residents they have to do rotations.
Yes.
And most of them, this is not what they want to do. So I really don't want you in here for this. Yeah. You could practice on somebody else. Yeah. But for this and for you.
What they do in practice.
Right. Just practice someone else. But for you, my client, I don't want them practicing on you. Yeah. So you're dismissed. We'll just use the midwife who this is what she does day in, day out, right? Yeah. So I'd much rather just have the midwife in there. And I was like, oh, okay, I ain't know that, girl. I can do that. She's like, yeah, if you're not high risk, if you're, everything's going good, you're fine. And the other part is, people don't realize how stress can affect like your baby actually coming out. Yeah. So like if your mama or your cousin or whoever's in the room with you is like stressing you, get out. Don't feel bad about it. Yes. We'll talk about it later after this baby comes, but like get that negative energy out, because baby, you're gonna be stuck and that baby gonna be in that canal just chilling.
Listen, and it's funny because a lot of people want their mothers in their labor and delivery. This is no shade to the moms. I always have a conversation with my clients like, listen to me. I know you love your mom and I know you want her to be there. Let's talk face to face. In time of stress, how does your mama make you feel?
Right.
They said, okay, now we need to rethink this. Hold on. Like,
right.
And I'm like, I just want you to understand that you can create those boundaries with your mama.
Right.
Because I know it can get to the point where now mama trying to deliver the baby at this point. Mama got all these conversations and things they want to, and it's like, all right now, mama. I tell them, you tell me what you, because I know you don't want to get into a tip with your mama. Yeah. Let me be that person, be like, hey, you want to go get something to eat real quick? You want to go downstairs? So you can get a little break.
Wait, have you ever had to tell a mom, like, okay, I tried to give you the signs, you didn't take it, you just gotta go? Have you ever had to like get that?
I haven't had to tell a mom to get out, but I have had to kind of like shift gears a little bit. One of my clients was laboring on the toilet, which is actually really good.
Yeah.
And her mom was just like, get off that toilet. She just kept trying, girl, come get in the bed. Like, just get in the bed. She just kept going. And I could tell she was getting so frustrated. And so I kind of just was like talking to her, and I'm like, so what? And I kind of just distracted her from telling her that, so while she can keep like doing that, and kind of just gently kind of guided her away from that. Then I was telling her, she had said something like, don't you think she need to get off that toilet? I was like, actually, versus having her get back and forth. Yeah. And then after that, she kind of calmed down and was just kind of like, oh, well, I guess y'all know everything. You know how moms do. And it's honestly so funny because I also had a client where I could tell her mom was very apprehensive about just me there, like, doula. We ain't never had no doula. I don't never see no doula. And then after things got a little crunk up in there, she was like, thank you so much for being here for my daughter. You're amazing. I love this. This is so great. Wow. I just love you. I'm like, I know. I'm here for y'all. But yeah, I've had to kick a man out of the delivery room.
Really?
The baby father or just the man? Oh, okay.
Oh, he was doing the most.
I said, we're going to have you wait in the waiting room. We'll let you know when the baby is here.
Was he like protesting? Like, no. Okay. Then yeah, he definitely needs to be out of there.
Exactly.
Go ahead and go.
Yeah, we'll let you know when the baby's here.
Yeah.
Because I need this to go smoothly, and you already doing too much. Yeah. And I will kick somebody up out of there. But yeah, it was fun. So let's get into all deaf a little bit more. We talked a little bit with Kev about this, definitely. I said, all deaf was one of those things where it kind of was like the Black BuzzFeed, basically. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of Black folks grew up on all deaf, like especially within like our generation. How does that feel to be a part of such a legacy, especially considering like all deaf really launched so many people's careers? Like everybody is so successful. Everybody is.
Yeah. It's crazy because like when people say that, like it never felt like work. It was always fun. So when people say that, or even like when I get stopped in the street and people are like, hey, Meg Scoop, I'd be thinking of somebody I know. I'd be like, wait, do I know you from high school? Like, where I know you from? And they'd be like, no, all deaf. I'm like, oh, yeah, I am on that. But like, it's always been so fun and so cool and so like just a great place to work because I came from a corporate background. And so to go from there where you have to like code switch and you got to wear that mask to a place where like the man in charge was like, hey, niggas, like walking in and he'd be like, hey, white nigga, hey, Indian nigga. And we'd be like, wait, what? And this was like the norm, like not saying that you should do that, but it just tells you what kind of atmosphere we worked in. And it was actually really fun, really laid back. I never felt like I had a code switch. And so just like understanding like it was a cool place to work, but then seeing the impact it had on other people. So when people are like, yo, this got me through like COVID or this got me through like bad breakup and I would just watch all stuff and I would just laugh. And it was like great that it feels really good to know that what we was doing to have fun and laugh like was also making other people laugh and also making their day better. So it's like a really good feeling to know that I'm a part of that and one of the few women to be able to do it, to be blessed to do this, because comedy is hard and it's definitely harder for women than men. And so for so many reasons. And so like just being able to be a part of that and, having the position to be like, oh, other women, getting other women and being a voice that's like, well, we need some more women on this episode or we need some more variety because I just see funny niggas, but like there's other people who are funny. So just like having a hand in that is good to know. Like it just makes me feel great. And so then when I see a lot of people in their touring or they have specials, like it just warms my heart.
Yeah.
It just warms my heart.
We literally were talking about that in terms of like our guests and we're like, it's a lot of boys we've been having. We need to get some girls, but it's not like intentional. It's
Right,
just
right.
If we're pulling from people from our space and who we're cool with and everything, it's like, dang, it's not many girls. Mm-hmm. So it's like we really, I know we talked about moving forward, like we really do want to like women in the comedy space, like please come on Unhinged Immoral. We do want to talk to you. We do still hate niggas, but we like the niggas that we like.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
And even y'all have a really good, I've noticed this about y'all. Y'all have a really good wit and you're quick.
Thank you.
Because like that's important for comedy. Like you need to, you gotta, especially with the boys, you gotta be fast.
Because
quick.
boys are, and I hate to give boys their things.
Right.
But because boys grew up in a sense of like not having to be so put together and like so self-conscious, I think that they grew to be so quick-witted quicker than we did.
Yes, yeah.
And honestly, like when I was coming up and watching like comedians and comics and just the comedy space, I did learn from a lot of boys. And I don't think that I was super pressed on trying to be like OD, like super cute and like presentable in school. I was so okay with being a clown.
Right.
And looking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I would realize later, this is probably why no niggas try to talk to me. Like, you know what? Now that I think about it, I did just roll around on that floor. Get up. But if comedy is your thing, you got to be okay with looking a fucking fool sometimes. And so now, present day, being almost 30, it's like, you know what? I kind of ate that. Shout out to them boys because they never care about looking a fool.
They don't. And that gives you a level of freedom to just be creative and be yourself. And so I think I've learned a lot from them as well. Especially, I would say even recently, I feel like I've gotten better at roasting, just being around them. Like at first because I don't have a comedic background, I have like a financial background, right? And like a producer background. But I've always, people always be like, oh, you're so funny. And so just being around them is like school.
Yeah.
Because then I would just see them. We'd be in the break room and they just be roasting each other. And I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then somebody throw a shot my way and I'm just sitting like, like I was like, I can't be like this no more.
Yeah.
Like I need to say something back.
Well, fuck you.
Right. Like I was like, I used to be like, so you ugly. That used to be my comeback.
Your early days used to have me weak because I'm like, I can tell you're literally just sitting there laughing. You would just be just weak. Like
I don't know.
Okay, well.
Right. I didn't know what to say. I didn't have no comedic chops. And then it changed to like, okay, fine, you ugly that. And then it was like my word because I didn't have anything else.
Yeah.
And then eventually COVID hit and we have a podcast on All Def called Squadcast. And that really was like, I don't care. I'm in my house.
Yeah.
I ain't even got no pants on, okay? Y'all just see the shirt. I'm really comfortable.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to just say whatever.
Yeah.
And I think also being a mother, you don't care about a lot of stuff anymore. And as you get older. And so I think that allowed me to be freer. And just being around them, from a COVID perspective, we were always doing something on like Zoom or something like that.
Yeah.
And so that helped me just to get stronger and better. And now today they're like, you need to be on the next season of Roast Me. And I'm like, oh, no, that's another level. I'm going to cry. All right, I'm not above tears.
Listen.
I will cry, okay? So I can't do that.
Listen, when we got invited to Squadcast, I'm not going to lie, I was a little anxious because I was like, this is like, you got to be on it.
But y'all did great.
Yeah, I feel like it went well, but I was anxious.
You guys did so good.
I don't know if you remember, my air conditioner was broke.
It was,
in the dead
yes,
of summer,
girl.
and I was sitting there. That's why I sit off rip. I'm sweating. I'm in the house. My air conditioner's broke. Don't roast me.
It was so much going on. And mind you, I was in Alabama for a funeral. So I literally was like in the Airbnb and I was like, I think it was probably the day after the funeral, which is where I was. I'm like, I'm going to do this though, y'all. I'll be right back. Like, let me go do this thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, dang it, I can't prepare for this. This is just, you got to just be on it. I'm like, but at the same time, this is going to prepare you. This is like practice. This is like, everything's an audition. Like you get trained for that. Like you
guys
do
did
it.
Great. I'm just like, because a lot of people, sometimes they'll come on there and I'll be feeling bad. And I always tell because Tahir produces it, and I'm like, you got to prep these people. Like you got to say, here's an episode. Be prepared this is what's gonna happen, because we have like at least at this point almost 10 years of camaraderie. So it's like if you it's hard to jump in the middle of that, right? And we're
sure.
cognizant of that, so we try to include people, but we can only do so much to make our guests feel comfortable enough to start also roasting with us or joining in. But y'all did not need no prep. Y'all was like, y'all had it. Y'all was good.
Yeah, and we went out with Tahir in LA like a little bit before. I feel like he did a really good job of making us feel comfortable. Shout out to Tahir.
Yeah, Tahir's great.
But he didn't really prep us. He said, it's fast, it's quick.
And he's like, I mean, y'all be all right. Y'all be all right. You just it's just like, yeah, you just get on it and just do it. And I'm like, okay, great. And then when we saw, I was like, okay, so meet Tahir, Meg, and Patrick. And I'm like, I was an all deaf kid, so I'm like, I already know what type of things they're gonna say. Like, I studied you guys. I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, if it was, I'm like, okay, I think I can really make my way. I think I can, finesse my way into there. Like,
y'all did great.
Yeah,
because y'all be yapping and y'all was yapping with us. Yes, that's what we needed. So thank you.
That was fun. So you went to University of Kentucky, right?
I did. Mm-hmm.
Which is so crazy because I know I told you this before, but like when I tell you my mind was blown, the way that the worlds are so small is crazy. Yeah. So of course I went to Georgia State. My advisor for Black Student Alliance, I was the president of the Black Student Alliance. My advisor, Mike, is married to your line sister.
My line sister. I actually just saw him this past weekend at homecoming.
I see. I'm like, I know they just cutting up. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, this is very so crazy. World. Such a small world. Mm-hmm. How was that? Because that's a PWI. Like,
it is, yeah.
How was that?
So here's the thing. I always said this. I was like, I always wanted to go to an HBCU, but I knew I wouldn't do well at one. And here's why. Because I like to be in these streets. At that age, because I grew up in a very like churchy home, in church 5 days a week, wasn't allowed to go do much. So when I went to college, I was like, I'm in these streets. Like, I'm allowed to be. I'm never going to sleep. And if I was at a Black school, I would have just been everywhere. I was hanging out in people's dorms.
It's rough.
But I would have done all the things. That would have been me.
That semester almost got me.
Man, that would have been me.
It's a little too much fun sometimes.
It's too much. And I would have just had too much fun. Yeah. Whereas at a PWI, it ain't that much stuff to do. Like, you got to go to class. And then, like, it's not like I'm hanging at everyone's dorms because we the only Black girls on the dorm, on that floor. Like, I don't want to go to y'all room. I went in there and it was dirty. And I don't want to, I'm going back to my room. So, like, it was just a lot of things at a PWI that was like, okay, this is going to help keep me in school. Because then we had a Kentucky State, which is an HBCU. Well, it's not really, but it is. Mm-hmm. They don't like to be called that. But we would go down to Kentucky State and party. Mm-hmm. So I got the experience of like being out at an HBCU, but not having to be on campus all the time. Because like I said, if I was there, I had fun at that Black school. And I was like, okay, let me go back to the white school so I can excel, because I would be out here with y'all all night. And y'all going to class and I'm still out here kicking it. Like, that's how bad it was. So I was like, let me just go.
So did you studied finance in school? Like, what?
Finance and marketing. I double majored.
Wow.
And it not because I liked finance, not because I like numbers. Just because I'm Asian don't mean.
You know what? I was about to make a joke.
I knew you was. I felt it brewing.
Politically correct.
I felt it brewing.
Bring it in.
Maybe that is true though. Maybe that is why I'm good with numbers, because the Asian side. But I don't like it. Like, I don't like numbers for real. And so I added the marketing as a double major because I was like, oh, marketing's fun, but like they don't make no money. Yeah. So I was like, I got the finance, I got the marketing, like I should be good. And it worked out because when I graduated college, I was a financial advisor. A financial consultant in an advisory group for an accounting firm. But like, it just wasn't me. Yeah. It just wasn't. Oof.
Yeah. Corporate wasn't fun for me. I lasted a year and I got a really good job after Towson, and I was just like, I kind of hate this. Mm-hmm. I remember my boss was a Black woman and she was so nice, but she could tell I hated it. And she was like, you gotta like, and mind you, I was also COVID. So like we're on Zoom and I'm like visibly like, she's like, Mecca, you have to look like you're engaged. It was just so
sleep on the Zoom.
Like literally, she was like, "Why is your camera off? I hate it. I don't want to be here."
Right.
And it was a startup, and then it failed. It was a tech startup, and then that was like an answer from God. Got my little severance and never looked back.
See, just
like that.
Something I did want to ask you though: PWI, HBCU, Delta, being half Korean. You said Korean. Mm-hmm. In Kentucky, I feel like since Sinners came out, people are now knowing that there are Asian people in the South and like mingling. Like, what was that experience like for you growing up with like both sides?
So I'm an Army brat, and so it's a little bit different.
Korean War?
No, my dad. I'm about to be like, girl, that is the 1950s.
Maybe they met.
Although that is why my grandfather came from North Korea before it was North Korea.
I feel like
that's
the
an interesting
war
story.
had something to do with something.
That is how my grandfather made it to South Korea when it became South Korea. But no, my parents met. My dad was stationed in Korea, and then that's how he met my mom, and they got married. And then they moved to the States and to Kentucky specifically, and that's kind of where I grew up. But I will say it's different in the aspect of like I was born in Korea, so I understand that I am 50-50, but I'm like not.
Yeah.
Whereas like I feel like I'm more black because of my experience.
Yeah.
And then I have a brother, but I feel like he would say the opposite. He doesn't see the world the way I see it, even though we grew up together in the same world. He leans more on the Korean side. I lean more on the black side. But where I grew up, the army town I grew up in Kentucky it's called Radcliffe, and it's outside of Fort Knox. So it's an army town, so it's not really as country as the other places around. It's very mixed, very much everything. And then I left my little everything bubble and then went to University of Kentucky, which is a very white, black, other. White, black, other.
Yeah.
So it was like you got to pick. Are you on the white side? You on the black side? Or you the other side? And the other side was everything. So it was like, I'm not everything. I'm black and Korean. I feel a little more black because I go to a black church. My Korean mother was very, very adamant about me understanding that I would be perceived black.
Yeah. And
I remember being like 5 years old. I'm sorry, I'm going everywhere. But I remember being 5 years old and my dad telling me that I was black. And I was like, first of all, this color is black, this color is brown. Like, what do you mean? And then secondly, my mom was like, yes, because you're black. Like, people are going to say you're black. And I didn't get it because I knew my mom and dad were two different colors.
Yeah.
So how can you say that I'm just my dad's? I never understood that. But it was very, very amazing and wonderful that my Korean mom understood that because that helped shape my identity. So I have other Blasian friends, and it's very clear they don't feel like they fit in anywhere. I feel very comfortable wherever I go. Okay, especially with black people. Korean people, whatever. It doesn't matter. I feel very comfortable because I know how I'm perceived. And not that affects like I care what people think about me, but like I know what you're seeing.
Yeah.
So that helps me navigate life much easier. So when I went to University of Kentucky, I was like, oh, well, I fit with the black students, obviously. Like, I'm still going to go to like the Asian events. Hello.
Yeah.
But like, I know where I fit. And I know when I walk into a classroom of 300 people and I'm the only non-white person in there, I know that you're going to look at me and say, that is the one black girl in our class. You're not going to say the Blasia girl. You're not going to say the Asian girl. You're going to say the black girl. So that helped me go, okay, I know where I fit in. I know who I am. I know how I'm perceived. And I think it helped me with, my identity, even to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of different type of Asians in California, specifically like NorCal with the gold rush, all that things. So Blasian is like actually pretty common. I remember when I went to college and one of my homeboys, this is when Chris Brown and Karrueche were a thing, and Karrueche and Janae were like, Blasia, we're here.
Yeah.
I remember my homeboy being like, she's so fine. I said, I went to school with 17 bitches who look exactly like her.
Right.
But like that understanding of what you just said, like you're gonna meet, I mean, this is biracial people in general, but specifically with Blasian, you have that leaning of like either you're black or you're Asian, and then you have the other. In California, you usually catch more of the ones who are either othering or either they're identifying with Asia, because I feel like there is a little bit more, like you have a lot of Chinatowns, you have a lot more chances for community, like for them with the Asian culture. But I was just interested because I have a lot of Blasian homegirls, and I just be thinking it's so funny. Queens of Blasia.
I know it is.
You got the different diasporas of Blasia, like
right. And then one of my really good friends, she's also Korean and black, and we went to high school together, college together. We still hang out to this day. And it was funny because I remember my Korean mom was telling me, you're black. People are going to see you as black. Her Korean mom was like, you're Korean. It wasn't even telling her she was black. And I remember she would be like talking bad about black people to us. And I was just looking at her like,
hold on.
You do realize your daughter and me are like half black.
Yeah.
She was like, I know. But it was one of those things. And it was just like, I could look at her and see how that affected her as, her identity and how she related to people. And I mean, I've talked to my black and white friends that have had the same experience, but like, I think it's really important to understand race relations when you have a baby with somebody that is of a different race.
For sure. And the Asian community and the Black community have a very complicated history.
Yeah, right.
So
for sure.
I think that plays into it as well. Like, it definitely can get there.
Right. But you have to, like, you know, you have, and that's why, especially, and not just having a baby with somebody of a different race, having a baby with somebody who's Black.
Specifically.
You know, and I think people don't think about that. They're like, oh, I like what I like. Okay, but do you understand the ramifications of having a baby with somebody who is Black?
Yes.
Do you know the responsibility that you carry as a Black or non-Black person when you have a biracial child who is half Black? There's a lot that goes into it. You cannot deny the experience that they will have as a Black person.
Right.
In America. Maybe it's different in other countries, but in America.
Yeah. It's not just the fun Jaden and Caden.
It's not. Jaden, Caden, Brayden, you know? It's more than that.
There's so many things that go with it. Yeah. And then, I mean, you did pledge a Black sorority as well.
I did. Ooh, shout out to my devastating sorors of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, period.
I like the Deltas because y'all whoop ass.
You know, we have to. Exactly.
I was finna get in a fight, and there was some Deltas who was finna fight with me, and that's why I fuck with
y'all mean business every time.
Get down with me, child.
Y'all definitely mean business. You know, of course, there's like the historical battles between AKs and Deltas, but I never play into all of that politicking. But I always love the Deltas because they're just so, like, first of all, a lot of Deltas I know are very, very tapped into political work.
Yes, for sure.
And just all the activisms and things like that. Like, they're very in tune. So it's like, I rock with y'all for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shout out
y'all
to
cool with us.
my cousins.
Y'all cool with us. Y'all cool with
us. Whatever, I guess. Okay, we're going to do a little game with you.
Okay.
So this is our Spin It. So this is our segment that we have, and we're going to bring you into it. Our audience said that they want us to start including our guests in it because they were very mad at us that we didn't do it before. So now we're including our guests in. So I'm going to let Mecca introduce the segment, and then I'm going to read it to you.
Okay. So this is our segment, Spin It. This is where y'all sing y'all low down, gutter snipe, nasty situations to us. Now remember, Jamila and I are not PR professionals. We just studied in undergrad, but we do like to give y'all a little advice with a bit of a PR spin. Remember to send your situations to @unhingedimmoral@gmail.com. Include your race, your age, your sex, your political affiliations. If you're a boy, include your height because that does matter. And also, you guys, I said this on TikTok last night. I love everyone who's been writing in. You guys are two good people. We need terrible people writing in. I want the worst of y'all. I want your situations to be bad. I have to give a PR spin. It needs to be terrible. So terrible people, hit me.
Tap in.
Jamila, what do we have this week?
All right. The title of this Spin It today is, how do you tell a sibling they are a loser?
They're starting off strong. Terrible person.
All right. Here we go. Let's buckle up. My older sister, Minnie, the Moocher. My older sister, Minnie the Moocher, moved to Florida from Georgia following a series of bad financial and personal setbacks. Her car got repoed. She got it back, but had to borrow money from family to do so. Owed her boss money for helping pay for her esthetician license. Was constantly late for her rent and wasn't lucky in love. Damn. To alleviate some of the hardship, my brother decided to invite her to live with us. We figured that between the three of us splitting the rent, it would be a win-win situation. We would pay a whole lot less if we were to branch out on our own, and it would allow us to save and prepare for the future. Unfortunately, this is far from the case, and her moving down here really ruined my relationship with her and also is fucking up my finances, as she is still doing the same thing she was doing in Georgia. First, she is still constantly underemployed, not because she doesn't have the mental capacity to be traditionally employed. She just doesn't want to do anything that she is not passionate about. She ate that, though. No shade. I offered to get her a job at my government job that has a pension, a 9-to-5, weekends and holidays off, and starts at $20 an hour. She told me that's not her passion, so she took a part-time job with no benefits and started at $15 an hour. Then she had the nerve to tell us we need to have grace for her because she doesn't get paid that much, so it shouldn't matter if she pays the bills late. Second, she is still constantly trying to go out on dates with bums. She met a man on Facebook dating. Your stomping ground.
Facebook dating.
Your stomping ground.
We gonna talk about Facebook dating now.
Yes, please.
Mind you, she is 29. Oh, an age mate. My God. I feel like she just needs to be outside to find a man, but I digress. And they started... And they talked for one day. At 8 p.m. that same day, he asked her to meet up with him for a surprise. She drove an hour and 30 minutes on bald tires, gas tank on E to meet him to get hot chocolate. While on the date, he then told her he wants a submissive woman, so much so that if he whips out his dick and tells her to get on her knees to suck it, she would do it. Oh my goodness. She still didn't leave. He then told her that she liked... He then told her that he could tell she liked to eat. He patted her stomach and told her, I could tell.
Oh my gosh.
And she continued with the date. Bear with me on this part because it gets me fucking heated. Me and my mom prioritize cooking, home cooked meals. Feeding people is our love language, but she is ruining that for me because she eats too fucking much. This is not me fat shaming her because she's not fat at all. But Lord, we had to double our food budget to accommodate her. Let's say I cook dinner. She loads her plate up. Then before the rest of the family even get a chance to get their plate, she already packing up her fuck ass lunchbox to bring to work in the morning. When the morning comes around, she eats leftovers for breakfast.
Oh my gosh.
Dinner? Well, breakfast has no clock. That's the white man's game.
That in and of itself gets me mad, but coupled with the fact that she doesn't contribute monetarily to the food bill, she even got food stamps, nor does she cook. She also got some shit to say about the food. She one time told my mom that the food was not anything to write home about. If it wasn't for me, my mom cooking, she would only eat fast food, and now suddenly she's Gordon Ramsay. You're eating her up in this letter. She's always begging. She's always fucking begging for some damn food. Like I've been on strike and not cooking for the whole family. I made myself a grilled chicken. She came out of her room because she smelled food and said, that sure does look good. Then she told my little brother to ask my mom to buy her and him a pizza because she's so hungry. Like, girl, you damn near 30, have no kids or other pressing responsibilities and can't buy a $20 pizza or cook a little chicken breast? Sorry, I just had to get the background before I asked my question. How would you guys go about addressing her? I've tried so many different ways. I've tried being direct, but I got cussed out and called a mean person who's trying to keep her down. I tried being respectful, but still got cussed out and called mean. While I love her and want her to be successful and happy, she is pissing me off so much. I kind of want to call her delusional feckless, I don't know what that means, loser. That got me fucked up, but I don't know how the hell.
This is a drag.
It is.
But I don't know how well that will blow over. Love the podcast, by the way, and I'm so excited to see y'all roll flirts.
I love that.
Wait,
so detailed.
My God.
I'm fucking crying.
Girl.
That was hilarious.
I appreciate
I love
the
the
shout
details.
out.
No, the
and I want
details.
to tell Jamila what feckless means because I know.
Please,
but
I've
I
never
wanna
heard
read
feckless.
The actual.
I've never heard anyone use it.
I've
seen it in a book.
Like, is this a typo? Feckless?
Wow. I'm so glad.
Exactly. I've read in like
mean?
an old timey book.
Right, right.
It's like an older word. Okay, a feckless person is someone who is weak, ineffective, and irresponsible, lacking in determination, purpose, and competence. They are often described as useless, incompetent, or unable to accomplish things properly. The term originates from Scots, where feck means effect or majority. So somebody without effect is without effect.
Yeah, damn. You dug deep for that one.
That's why I said no, feckless was a drag.
Right.
Jeez.
I'm about to start using that.
No,
for
yeah,
real.
you're
Feckless.
feckless.
You're
Feckless,
feckless.
bitch.
She has no feck at all.
Ain't
got no feck.
The people gonna be thinking I'm saying something else. I'm like, no, feck.
Feck.
Wow. I don't even know where to begin.
Okay, so your sister's 29, and I don't know if you, I may have
was gonna
misheard
say,
it. She
did
moved
she-
in with the mother, not the brother.
I think they all moved in
I think
together.
they all live together. It
Okay.
sounds like
Yeah,
she said her
she
mom
said
was
her
there.
mom
But at
and
least the
then
brother and her.
Mom.
And older sister. I knew it was an older sister because she's telling you to shut up. And there's one thing about it.
Yeah.
And now we get into the dynamics of the ages. And I can guarantee you the brother is younger. Because brother ain't said shit this whole time. I know that's the younger brother.
Yeah, he don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Mama hasn't said anything because I love all my babies.
Y'all just stop all that.
She the reason that girl like that. Enabling.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Enabling.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't get to 29 act like that unless people have enabled you to be like that.
Because why are you moving in after you done got your car repoed, your roof staged? I get being down on your dick. Broke. That means you're broke. And your parents help you. I think like that's really a blessing to have that. But then there is a level of like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that you went so hard, I could tell y'all like me and my family, we don't care about food. And when I say don't care about food, whatever's in the refrigerator, everyone is welcome to. So the fact that y'all seem like that because y'all are cooking family meals.
Right.
And the fact that you're sitting here saying, but she eats so fucking much. I know she's on y'all last nerve. I know she's doing the most.
Just greedy. And I get that. Especially because like when you cook something and you ain't even really get a chance to get a good bite or a good second plate, it'll really piss you off.
Right.
Now, there's two ways you can go about this. You could kind of like ice your sister out low-key, which you kind of seems like you're already doing. But I can tell you right now that that's just going to like kind of drive a bigger wedge between y'all. But I feel like the best thing you can do is move out on your own. You can only, because I'm gonna tell you right now, she's 29 and like this. Oh, she's gonna be like this, and it's gonna be a lot easier to control what you do versus what your sister does. And sometimes to preserve a relationship within family, you have to just be like, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna readjust myself because I know that this is who you are, and I'm gonna either accept it or leave it. And so I think that you're gonna have a better chance of having a better relationship with your sister when you just move the fuck out the house and leave everybody else in there for them family meals, for them greedy guzzlers. And
you should talk to your mama first, though. Talk to your mom. Not that your mom will listen, but just follow my frame of thought here. If you say, "Mama, she's ruining us," like
she's feckless.
She's feckless. She's ruining us financially because you said she's late on rent. She's not contributing as much as you and your mom. It sounded like the little brother is a kid because she went and asked the little brother to go ask the mom, and that's what I assumed. So that means you have 3 adults splitting bills 3 ways. Once you tell your mama and then you say, if it doesn't change and X, Y, and Z, I'm gone, then you leave her and your mama together. Your mom's gonna have no choice but to see how she is.
And then that's gonna be mama problem.
I think look, when is your lease up?
Hello?
Because she did say at the beginning her and her brother thought it would be a good idea to split it 3 ways instead of
So brother got to be some type of
No. That's why I was correcting you. It's the mother. Because I was reading you.
Oh,
that's why I said
so I just read.
You read brother.
Okay. Oh, my bad,
she said
y'all.
her, the sister, mother, thought it would be a good idea.
Oh, that changes it then. I don't know if you want to leave your mom
My mother
hanging.
decided to invite her to live with us. So that's why I was saying, I think the little brother is a kid. That's why you're going and asking for pizza from the brother.
Okay.
I know exactly what happened. You said, go tell mama you hungry. Because that's what I used to do with my little brother. Because you the young one.
Right.
She's going to give us the pizza fucking with you.
Okay. That changes it. Because I don't know. I wouldn't want to leave my mom in the cold. My brother would be like that.
That's why I was saying, try and talk to your mama first. And you seem to be the responsible sibling, and your mama might trust you a little more. Your sister seems to be a known feckless bitch. So just mom.
But I would still start saving that money,
Yes.
and let your mama know that I'm about to. This is what my next step is. So you might want to figure out how to address her, because that's what I would
government
do.
Job.
This is what I personally would do. First of all, I wouldn't be living with my mother and my sister at 29, and that's no shade to people living at home. I just know my mother and my sister. I would kill myself. Like, good God. It's just too many voices. It's too many opinions. We about to fight every goddamn day. I know I would not be able to last in there. So I'll be like, let me tell y'all what I'm about to do. Thank y'all for this time.
Right.
I'm gathering my coin. When this lease is up, I'm going to get up out of here. So y'all might want to figure out how y'all about to move when this lease get up. Y'all can stay here if y'all want to. Maybe y'all need to downsize. Because you said mom invited you to live, so she was clearly already living there.
Yeah.
So it's like...
No, mom invited the sister who was down on her dick.
Right, to live. So I'm saying, like, she was already living there, and then they're gonna split rent. So it's like, clearly, it may not even be an apartment type of deal. She probably just living at home, like at the mama house. So it's like, you ain't even got
I
to
didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So
it might not even be a rent thing. You could just go and get the fuck. And you said you have a good government
job. Good job.
Yeah.
If you just save for 3 to 6 months, you could get you enough for a security deposit first month. When I assume you got good credit, but not that you would need it. They got so many programs and stuff now.
yeah,
I know that because
get you a CPN like some of them other folks.
I don't go that far.
Hey,
But you can get
know
you an
some
apartment
people.
with bad credit if you got enough money to give the people. Like,
I know a couple people that can help you out with them CPNs. Okay, with some stubs if you need it.
Right.
listen.
Oh, good. But I mean, your sister gonna keep eating and she gonna keep being greedy. But that mama definitely the root
And
of the
let's get
issue.
into the Facebook dating because Jamila tried to do me just now.
Wait, do you like it or you don't like it?
So I am a veteran of the dating apps.
Okay.
When a new dating app drops, I will try it. When
Okay.
Facebook came out with Facebook dating, I just did it because it was right there.
Yeah.
And Facebook dating is everything you would imagine it to be. So your sister is actually a fucking bum for hopping on there and really fucking with a nigga off Facebook.
And really grabbing one
And
up off of
really,
there.
and really grabbing a nigga up off there because I really just, because you can connect it to your Facebook account. So it's so easy. You just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And you start swiping. Exactly who you think is on Facebook dating is on Facebook dating. So finding a man on there who says that, oh, you need to be submissive. I could tell you eat. Get on your knees and suck my dick right now.
It's just so much.
I know that nigga was bald. I know he was dressed in color coordination. He had on skinny True Religions. He had on a fitted and he had on
And
a
loose
polo.
draws.
Joe Boxer.
Gosh, I saw the same exact person.
I seen it in my head, and it's like, okay, I wish this was a call. I wish I could call you and ask you some questions because I want to know what exactly is your sister's passion. Like, what is the passion project? What
Something
is the thing
with
she wants to do?
esthetician.
That's
And let me
it?
tell you this, as someone who works in
That's
that
it?
space,
Girl.
you could be making money. You fucking your money off.
That's the easiest thing you can tap into. I'm thinking maybe she's trying to be a singer or something.
no, she
like,
said she finished esthetician school.
but was that her passion? Because she didn't get back into it. That's
Right.
that's so
her
easy
passion.
to.
Because I was gonna say now with the esthetician,
Because she was saying she owed her boss. I'm like, maybe that's not her passion. Because
Maybe
it's like,
not.
girl, your sister
could
don't
be-
know.
she don't know what
I
the
know
hell
what
she
type
wanna
of sister
do.
you got. Your sister don't know what the hell she want to do.
Right.
She
She's a
just
Lynn.
floating.
Some people, it takes them longer. Some
Yeah.
people, they 40, 50, 60.
You know what I mean?
They still got a roommate. It doesn't, no shade, because you need
Yeah.
that in places like LA. But she don't know what she want to do. You got to just leave her alone and let her learn on her own. Which it
Yeah.
sucks because your mom, clearly her mom has enabled this. And that's why the girl keeps thinking it's okay to do. Does she know that she is a bum? Yes. Does she know she's feckless? She knows.
She knows.
But like
Most bums know that they bums.
Right, but like nobody, holds their feet to the fire and makes them accountable to like paying the bills. Or like there's no what's the recourse? If she don't pay
Yeah.
the bill, what's gonna happen?
Right.
You gonna pay for it because that's what probably
Yeah.
has happened her whole life.
Yeah.
If I drop the ball, one of y'all is gonna pick it up because you always have.
Yeah.
So at this point, you just gonna have to drop the ball. And if your mom is not willing to, you're gonna have to drop your mama too. I'm sorry.
No shade.
You gotta leave your mama.
Because now it's gonna start affecting you.
Right.
And you're gonna start being sad. It's gonna start affecting your dating life because you're gonna go to the date, complain about your sister, talking about some she greed, and they're gonna be like, oh, this is too much baggage.
Right.
And then now you can't have a man. Like, come on, girl. Like, you're gonna have to make some hard decisions and quickly. And clearly, like, your sister don't give a damn.
Right.
Liz, like I said, bums are their bums.
that chicken breast smell good.
You know what I'm saying?
does,
She
don't
knows.
it?
She know what she's doing.
And she get food stamps and then share with y'all. Now that's
And
what
that's
I'm
That
like.
is out of pocket.
That's
trifling.
like,
It's-
wow.
That's the only
Especially
thing you
these
could
days.
contribute.
It's so
Right.
hard to get the food stamps today. Girl, she gonna have to come off them stamps.
Yeah.
You could at least gave them that. Like, I ain't got the rent this month, but I got the food
Right.
stamps. Like, okay.
Yeah.
You know?
And
something
knowing
gonna have to shake.
how your mama sounds, that will be enough for your mom. That's the crazy part. And she
Right.
didn't even do that.
I would have just stole her food stamps. And
Hello?
Yeah.
Give me that card, girl. And what's the pen?
stole it.
Okay, I'm
What's the
calling
pen?
and changing the pen, actually.
I was going to say, you can call and have them send you a new one.
Right.
Hello?
Right.
Yeah.
You know your sister's information? Her
And
social?
I was gonna
I'm sure
say,
she does.
You
I'm
can
sure
figure
she
out,
does.
You can figure out that
Ask your
sister-
mama. Ask your mama.
Now, this is a federal crime, but I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you to. I'm just telling you there's ways around
Your sister
it.
too lazy to work. She ain't going to send you the
She ain't gonna say that.
Right.
She too lazy.
Because
to
what
call
she
people.
getting with the food stamps? If she eating all y'all food too,
That's
she
what
just
I'm
up there
saying.
buying
Probably
snacks
going
and
up
stuff.
to the corner store where they accept EBT.
And what about her internet? Like, how is she using internet or like,
Must be on
how
a family
she
plan.
That's what I'm saying. No, we changing the code. Like, change the code immediately.
Yeah, so
Change
you have
the
to
password.
put some boundaries up
Yep.
or something.
Yeah.
Something.
You can't have
And
the Wi-Fi code.
If you
until
want to
buy
be
it.
petty, if you want to start cooking like you already cooked one chicken breast, Lord, how much food y'all making? Bitch, it ain't enough for leftovers.
It's not.
Cause why is you making so much lunch? First of all, I'm not mad that she's eating leftovers for breakfast because that's the type of shit I do. You can eat what you want when you wake up in the morning.
There you
bitch.
go.
I don't give a damn. But why are you eating everybody's food?
It can't now I can't have leftovers for lunch either. That's just trifling.
See, I would have to get a little fridge in my room.
Hello?
And put my stuff
Start
in
separating
there.
some
Yeah,
things.
to put a little lock on it. Don't come in here.
But you know what's funny? I can tell that y'all are also close because the fact that your sister told you every waking detail about that date.
No, yes.
Right.
With that bum ass nigga she met on
patted my
Facebook.
stomach. He said, "Get on your knees and suck my." Like that is a sign of closeness.
And it's like, well, if you're that close to your sister, which
Cuss her out.
I'm very close to my siblings. Bitch, you need to stop fucking playing. And you gonna have to look at your sister and be like, I don't want to hear about nary another nigga. I want to hear about a job.
Listen, when you have that level of closeness with your siblings, that is also what kind of fucks you in the end because they feel like they could fuck you because you are so close. And as someone who is close with my brother who is younger than me, who definitely has tried it in the past with this same type of financial shit, you do have to be strong within boundaries. Like, yeah, we could talk. Where's my money though? Where's my money? And I felt so proud of myself because my brother quite recently told my mom, she said, I don't know what you said to him, but he said he don't play with you about that money. He said he'll send you money. Yeah. Send me my motherfucking money, nigga. The fuck? What is we talking about?
You gonna have to just stiff arm your sister. Like, clearly y'all are close. And I know it can kind of get, like, the lines are blurred because it's like, you're my older sister. And you probably feel uncomfortable, like, telling your older sister, bitch, you're a fucking bum and a loser. Like, get your shit together. But, like,
it might be more effective coming from, because like,
imagine.
As the older sibling, if my brother looked at me and said, bitch, you're a bum, I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, get your shit together, huh? Like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I have older cousins that are definitely, you know what I'm saying? And when we see them, we let them know every time, nigga, this is a mess. And I know that stings a different type of way. So yeah, sometimes you gonna have to be that bitchy younger sister, which I don't ever mind.
And bring the little brother in on it.
Yeah, I don't care
Bring
how
the
baby
baby in.
is. Let that little 7-year-old say you're a bum. However old little brother is, get everybody
Tell him
into
something
it.
to say too, because that's gonna really sting when the baby. What you mean? And yeah, you telling grandma get us a pizza. You ate all the pizza, because I know she ate all the pizza. She only gave him one piece.
Yep.
The way the greed the gluttony you just described.
The gluttony.
You got to make it uncomfortable because when people get comfortable in your space, then they just gonna do whatever their bad habits are. They're just gonna continue to do them. So you got to make it uncomfortable.
And that's why
get
I don't live with my
pizza.
parents.
Oh, you want some pizza? Oh, we've got anchovy.
Yeah.
Or do
I like anchovy.
Oh, dang. Well, dang, just my luck.
I like sardines and all that cat.
Whatever she don't like. Get
Yeah.
do the stuff she doesn't like.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, if you want something different.
Are you the oldest or the youngest?
The youngest. I have a brother
so
that's
you have a
3 years
different
older.
understanding.
Yeah, but he also was a bum at a point in his life where, like, I remember being 20 and he's 3 years older than me. And I was like, oh, I had just started my career and he was like asking me for money. And I'd be like, you are older than me. And he'd ask me like multiple times. I'd be like, are you going to pay me back? And it would take him a while to pay me back. But he would pay me back.
Yeah.
But I remember being like, you know what? I'm going to have to give him grace because some people take a lot longer than others, and it took him a while.
Is hard.
Yeah.
So it's like I totally
Yeah.
get it, and it's like I'm still not where I would like completely want to be at 29. So I also get her kind of like trying to find her way, especially like if you're trying to tap into like a level of creative space. It's not an easy thing to like wake up one day and just be lucrative being a creative. So I'm trying to give Sister grace, but she also has a lot of other non-redeemable qualities.
You should have told us what her passion is.
I know, because
So then if it would have been like, she wants to be a director. Oh, sister, you ain't gonna make it for a while, so you got to figure this out.
Yeah.
Stop eating all them people food.
Right.
And maybe you can, if you want to ease your way into it, this is how you get her. Talk to her about that passion. She's gonna get super excited, right? Like, yo, what are you gonna be doing, girl? Like, and really like just stroke her ego. And as soon as she gets so excited, go, well, you're never gonna get there if you keep being a bum ass bitch. You want this or not?
Passion requires dedication.
I have
and
very
determination.
strict conversations with my friends about their careers. I have 2 friends specifically that want to be in a creative space. And when it's time to have that serious conversation, I look at them in their eye. Do you want this or not?
Right.
I don't play those games. You are moving to LA with 3 cents and a baby on your back. That's the mentality you gotta have.
Yeah.
If you really want this shit, you don't want it enough. And so sometimes you gotta talk to them like that. And when you start talking to them about their creative side and their career, and they get so excited, and they start getting that boost of energy. Now tell them what they need to do. Boom.
I usually just be like, oh, what are you doing currently? Oh yeah, you don't want enough.
Yeah,
don't ask me no questions until you
don't want it.
Yeah.
You don't want my advice because you don't want it enough.
Yeah.
But once you want it enough, then come see me.
Right. My advice don't work for people who ain't currently doing something.
My advice not gonna work with someone who's not hustling, because I'm hustling now.
Right.
So if you're not hustling like me, then I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Well, sister, good luck.
Your sister is not hustling.
I would love an update on this. My goodness. I definitely need an update. And you know what? I need your sister. Tell your sister that you told her business and told us and let her watch this so she can watch us drag you and her and all the things, and then tell her to write us as well from her perspective so that we can spin her, because we need to help her too. Your sister
that
needs
Facebook
help.
dating,
Yes, she needs
on
our
Hinge.
She needs our help on a couple of different fronts, and we're her same age, so we can really see each other.
You don't have no respect for yourself.
No,
Right.
no. And she need to, girl, you don't need to be dating right now, no shade. But yeah, tell your sister send in
And
her
you're not
stuff
even
too.
dating rich niggas who can help you get up out the spot. When she said date, she's worried about niggas. I said, oh, okay, she's trying to get up out the spot. But then she said Facebook dating. I said, she's not trying to get out the spot.
No, she's not.
You're not worried.
No feckless. No feckless.
No fecklessness around these parts. I hope that helps, girl. Thanks so much for coming in. Did you enjoy this?
Oh my gosh,
This is
I
so
love
fun.
yapping with y'all. Y'all
This is so fun.
are so amazing,
Thank
and
you so
I'm like
much.
excited to see what your career does.
Thank you so much.
How this podcast like excels from where it is right now. So thank you for having me. I had a blast.
Absolutely. So what are you currently working on that you want to shout out, boost, or whatever?
Yes. Hey, so you can catch me on at MegScoop all over social media. Right now, I'm working on some secretive things.
Ooh, I
One
love
being
secrets.
a TV show that I'm
Ooh.
writing, which is like a
Period.
different set of skills I haven't really used.
Yeah.
Writing. I also am directing some stuff on All Deaf coming up.
Ooh.
And just, being a mother and spending time with my children.
Before we end, I did want to ask you a little bit about writing in the comedy space. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel like no one ever talked about the writing part. We talked about everything else. How is that like in the writer's room? What does like that look like?
It's different for All Deaf because we do a lot of non-scripted.
Okay.
So for us, that's more bulleting and then kind of adjusting as we're shooting, as we see stuff happen. But we have done stuff on All Deaf, and I have done stuff in my personal life that requires comedic writing. I think you always have to write from your starting point has to be real or sincere.
Yeah.
And if you don't know about whatever it is you're writing on, then you have to research.
Yeah.
I think some of the best writers are researchers. They go and find out what they don't know, and then their creativity adds to what they found out. So just be really good at researching and just be honest and be yourself, because you're not everybody's cup of tea. But the people that like your tea love your tea.
They love it.
Right? So don't worry about it. You ain't got to write for everybody. Just write for the people that like your tea. That's it.
That's such good advice. Period. I'm sorry, I let you finish.
No, that's it. That's all I had to say.
Real good.
That's all I had to say.
Period. Well, thank you so much for coming. Y'all already know where to find us, Unhinged Immoral, everywhere. New episodes every Thursday. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the Patreon. Hello, we got to pay these bills.
$8.
We got exclusive content. You get early access to episodes. You get early access to merch drops, ticket drops, drops, all the things you need. And yeah, this has been another amazing episode, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.